One of the predictions of Einstein's general theory of relativity is that any spinning body drags the very fabric of space and time in its vicinity around with it. This is known as frame dragging. This phenomena is very much known in the age of Newton. But nowadays, frame dragging is both undetectable as the effect so ridiculously tiny. Detecting the frame dragging caused by the entire Earth's spin requires a satellite such as the US $750 million gravity probe B and the detection of angular changes in gyroscopic equivalent to just 1 degree every 100,000 years or so. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss any updates. Luckily for us, the universe contains many naturally occurring gravitational laboratories where physicists can observe Einstein's prediction at work in exquisite detail. Our team's research published reveals evidence of frame dragging on a much more noticeable scale, using a radio telescope and a unique pair of compact stars whizzing around each other at a dizzying speed. The motion of these stars would have perplexed astronomers in Newton's time, as they clearly move in wrapped space-time and required Einstein's general theory of relativity to explain their trajectories. General theory of relativity is the foundation of modern gravitational theory. It explains the precise motion of the stars, planets and satellites and even the flow of time. One of its lesser-known implications of predictions is that a spinning body drags space and time around with it. The faster an object spins and more the massive it is, the more powerful drag. White dwarf. One type of object for which this is very relevant is called a white dwarf. These are leftover cores from dead stars that were once several times the mass of our sun but have since exhausted their hydrogen fuel. White dwarf can also spin very quickly, rotating every minute or two, or rather than every 24 hours like Earth does. The frame dragging caused by such a white dwarf would be roughly 100 million times as powerful as Earth. Pulsars. That is all well and good, but we can't fly to a white dwarf and launch satellites around it. Fortunately, however, nature is kind to astronomers and has its own way of letting us observe them via orbiting stars called pulsars. 20 years ago, CSIRO's Parkes Radio Telescope discovered a unique stellar pair consisting of a white dwarf, about the size of the Earth 300 times heavier, and a radio pulsar just the size of a city but 400,000 times heavier. Compared with white dwarf, pulsars are in another league altogether. They are made not of conventional atoms simply, but of neutrons packed tightly together, making them incredibly dense. What's more, the pulsar in our study spins 150 times every minute. This means that 150 times every minute a lighthouse beam of radio waves emitted by this pulsar sweeps past our vantage point here on Earth. We can use this type of map the path of the pulsar as it orbits the white dwarf by timing when its pulse arrives at our telescope and knowing the speed of light. This method reveals that two stars orbit one another in less than 5 hours. This pair, officially called PSR J11416545, is an ideal gravitational observatory. Since 2001, we have tracked to Parkes several times a year to map this system orbit, which exhibits a multitude of Einsteinian gravitational effects. The mapping of evolution of orbits is not for the impatient, but our measurements are ridiculously precise. Although PSR J11416545 is several hundred quadrillion kilometers away, a quadrillion is a million billion. We know the pulsar rotates 2.53872 times per second and that its orbit is tumbling in space. This means the plane of its orbit is not fixed but instead slowly rotating. How did this system form? When pair of stars are born, the most massive one dies first, often creating a white dwarf. Before the second star dies, it transfers matter to its white dwarf companion. A disk forms as this material falls towards the white dwarf, and over the course of tens of thousands of years, it revs up the white dwarf until it rotates every minute. In rare cases, such as this one, the second star can detonate in a supernova, leaving behind a pulsar. The rapidly spinning white dwarf drags space and time around with it. making the pulsar's orbital plane tilt as it is dragged along. This tilting is what we observed through our patient mapping of the pulsar's orbit. Einstein himself thought many of his predictions about space and time would never be observable, but the past few years have seen a revolution in extreme astrophysics, including high energy physics, including the discoveries of gravitational waves and imaging of a black hole shadow with a worldwide network of telescopes. These discoveries were made by billion-dollar facilities. Fortunately, there is still a role in exploring the general relativity for 50-year-old radio telescopes like the one at Parkes, and for patient campaigns by generation of graduate students. Is general relativity is an ultimate theory? Share your ideas in the comment below. I hope you liked the video and bye.